One sunny afternoon, a little girl named Alice sat beneath a big tree reading a book. But as the warm breeze made her sleepy, she saw something very peculiar. A white rabbit wearing a tiny coat and checking a golden pocket watch. "Oh dear, I'm late, the rabbit muttered, hopping quickly toward a hole in the ground. Curious, Alice stood up and followed. Before she knew it, whoosh! She tumbled down, down, down into a magical land called Wonderland. As she landed softly on a bed of colourful flowers, Alice found herself in a most peculiar place. A talking door with a shiny golden knob spoke to her. "You must drink from the bottle on the table to enter," the door said. Alice picked up the tiny bottle labelled "Drink Me" and took a sip. Suddenly she shrank down to the size of a teacup. She fit perfectly through the small door and stepped into the most wonderful world. She met a grinning Cheshire Cat who disappeared and reappeared in mid-air, laughing softly. "Where should I go?" Alice asked. "That depends on where you want to be," the cat replied mysteriously before vanishing into thin air. Alice walked through a beautiful garden and soon arrived at a mad tea party, where a Mad Hatter, a March Hare, and a Dormouse were drinking tea and telling silly riddles. "Why is a raven like a writing desk?" the Mad Hatter asked, pouring tea into a cup that was already full. Alice giggled. "I don't know, why?" "No idea," the Mad Hatter laughed. After some fun and laughter, Alice wandered further into the land and found a grand castle belonging to the Queen of Hearts. But oh dear, the Queen was shouting about her missing tarts and ordering her card soldiers to paint white roses red. "Off with their heads!" the Queen cried, pointing at her soldiers. Alice bravely stood up and said, "You shouldn't be so mean." The Queen gasped, "Who are you to tell me what to do?" Just as Alice was about to answer, poof! Everything around her began to fade like a dream. She blinked and found herself under the same tree where she had fallen asleep. "Oh my," Alice yawned, stretching her arms. Was it all just a dream? But as she stood up, she noticed something in the grass, a tiny golden key. Maybe, just maybe, Wonderland was real after all.